Hey everyone, Xander here, back after however long. It's one of my normal hiatuses at this point, but I got a handful of things to open up this week, so I should be back for the next little while at least. Found some relics of the past a couple of weeks ago at a Second and Charles, the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie figures of Sonic and Knuckles that scale to the 4-inch scale with the other Sonic figures I had. The only ones they were missing from the set were Super Sonic and Tails, unfortunately, but I do want to pop these guys open because I have wanted movie figures that scale with the 4-inch ones for a while, especially with some of the stuff I've got planned for future videos. So let's take a look at these guys. The box is still pretty cool. I've always liked that the movie boxes were shaped like Sonic's head, and I'm immediately going to ruin the value, so they say, by opening these guys up. Let's see there how much I got it for. They had Tails a while back, but I didn't have the funding to pick them up at the time. So they didn't have them when I went back finally to get these guys, which is unfortunate, but they do have a handful of Sonics still, so there is every chance I will pick one of those up because I've had some ideas for potentially making a 4-inch scaled Shadow from the movies as well. But let's pop open Sonic here. They come with the snowboards that they use for the fight scene in Sonic 2. It's a great scene. There we go. Right, so we got Sonic here. I wondered how well he would stand up. He's got the knees that bend. That's cool. Always good that they can bend to the knee. Well, that certainly just happened. Try and pop that back in there. There we go. That's good to know for a customizer's sake. And does he? All right, these guys actually have elbows, which is what the game figures don't have in the 4-inch scale. I should have a 4-inch game Sonic, hopefully within arm's reach here, to do a scale comparison with. Maybe not in immediate arm's reach, but close enough that I can maybe not knock over everything I own trying to get it. There we go. So how well these guys scale together? Okay, actually they scale pretty well compared to what I was expecting. I was expecting just immediately the game Sonic to tower over it, but I'm very pleasantly surprised that he doesn't. But maybe I just have no scale of measurement in my brain for a 4-inch figure. But yeah, no, I've been thinking about getting these guys for a while, so I'm glad I finally tracked down at least 2 of them. I mean, they just re-released the Robotnik one. Like, the Eggman and Gerald figures from the movies from Sonic 3 are way too small compared to the other guys. But it comes with a nice stand here, so let's make it where he doesn't fall over on the shelf. But yeah, I mean, I think the movie figures always have really good details. I've never disliked this Sonic movie design, obviously. I mean, we all had our feelings about the first one. But got the good head articulation as well. I love that they've got the elbows. That is what's really exciting me about these, is that they've got the elbows. I have the stuff to add custom elbows to the game ones. I just have been too scared to do it, because I'm worried about ruining some of my figures, especially the more expensive ones, like, like Shadow, for example, since Shadow is a little pricey nowadays. But yeah, there is movie Sonic. Let's put him next to his game counterpart here, and let's pop Knuckles open now. This is what I'm really excited about. Knuckles was my favorite character as a kid, for those that don't know. I think I've mentioned that before. That which is so funny, seeing as he's the only character that has been considered a favorite of mine that I've never used for any kind of username. There we go. All right, he's got some bulk to him, just Knuckles, but he stands really well, which is really good. And all right, he's got elbows as well. There we go. Yep. He's got the open hands, which I suppose you can't really tell depending on how you pose him. If you posed him from the side or something like that, I suppose you could tell. I like Knuckles having closed fists usually because he's always punching. He's 1,000,000% muscle, as they say. Um, but I do like how this one looks. How's he scale with Game Sonic? Okay, he scales with the game figures about the same. So I'm sure if I could find a game Knuckles. I don't have one. I've just got my metal Knuckles custom, but I guess we can use that for scale. It was made from a Jax Knuckles. Okay, yeah, they scale pretty much the same. You'll see more of metal Knuckles at some point. Yeah, these guys scale pretty well. I need to get Tails to go with them at some point, and I might pick up another Sonic at some point to make a Shadow. But they come with their little snowboards from the ice fight. In Sonic 2. I don't know what shelf would these guys even go on. I guess they'll go on the same shelf as the movie figures, but yeah, pretty solid sculpt all around. The details on these guys. The Sonic 3 figures are beautifully detailed, but they also have like an extra inch or so to work with on these compared to these guys. But the the quill details on these are really good. I'm kind of upset I hesitated so long on buying these because I wasn't collecting the movie stuff. So I've been kicking myself for that for a while. But yeah, there you go. There are Sonic and Knuckles from the Sonic 2 movie. I know normally I do the thing where I go put them on the shelves, but the shelves are in the process of being rearranged right now, so I don't want anyone to see them. But I'm back. I got plenty of things that we'll be doing videos on soon. Hopefully some stop motion stuff and maybe some custom stuff will be coming soon to the channel. I want to start doing more behind the scenes of how I make a lot of my custom figures. But until then, see you guys next time.